Hey, welcome back. Missed you. Anyway, last time I talked to you about my 10 gallery plan, and today we're working on a crucial part of that plan. The big project I kept alluding to, happening in August. I think we've mentioned that before, talked about that before. A German gallery / fundraiser themed around organ donation. Yeah, that. This episode is going to look a little different because this leg of the project is going to be done digitally, because I need to be able to bring this art to Germany after traveling to 4 other countries in the span of 3 months. I leave in 2 weeks. Did I forget to mention that part? Okay. So I did some research about what really tissue donation means, because I feel like that's probably important to understand what I'm doing. So it's a pretty big variety. You can donate tendons, vessels, blood vessels, which is what's being drawn here. It's tricky but possible. Heart valves, corneas, bone even, cartilage is pretty common. Skin is a really big one for tissue, so I have some themed around that later. But yeah. That was just me getting a feel for it. This is what I mean. I doubled the drawing, the one I just showed you, made some tweaks, and now this is the direction I'm thinking of taking for one of the prints. It's, yeah, I just started by literally duplicating the drawing and then adding some touches. Actually, you saw me throw on a skeleton skull in there at one point. That is my drawing. I'm not just copy-pasting a random thing, but I just really like the way I drew that skull there, and I feel like that's kind of the perks of using digital media. I really like almost cutting them apart and recycling them. Speaking of, so that's part 1 of this, and then there's part 2. It's the same kind of idea, same starting point with the figure, as you can see, as the first one, but I take a different direction with it this time. And now these 2 are partner pieces, and they're kind of opposites. As you can see, these guys are kind of sitting apart from each other, so I kind of like that, the opposite of relationships, because I feel like it's such a romantic thing. If you loved me, you'd give me your blood vessels. That's crazy, but true. So for this, you can tell that I'm going for a different kind of look. I just wanted to focus more on muscle instead of, I guess it was vessels. So yeah, I just wanted to focus on the real beauty of our muscle composition. I took an anatomy class last semester, and I actually went to a cadaver, and got to see and study specimens, and it was really a crazy experience. Maybe we'll talk about it some other time. But yeah, the human body is truly just so gorgeous. I worship it low-key, so that's the point of this piece. I'm not gonna say it's 100% anatomically perfect, because I also like getting carried away and abstracting the beautiful shapes our muscles make, but there's some. You got the mesotere, you got some shit in there. But yeah, I was studying these old anatomy diagrams. I won't put my reference up this time, but maybe in the future I will. Anyway. Very beautiful. I started with making it in pink, fleshy color, but it just didn't really feel like that sit right. So, yeah, I'm still developing it here, but I know that I turn it black and white very soon, just to add some dimension, and I think that really made it pop. But in the diagrams I was talking about, they highlight the muscles by making them colored, and then the rest of the flesh is gray. So that's kind of I guess, the inspiration there. Yeah, this was really fun, and then you can see soon. I'll just tell you a spoiler alert, I draw an earring, and I really think that's something in the runway for us because of this exhibition pieces. Contrasting rough muscle, raw flesh, humanness, skin, all that good stuff with metal and gold and richness, I think will be a really interesting thing. This was supposed to be my magnus opum, you guys. I started this piece after I explored the cadavers, and we're going to talk about that now, actually. First of all, that experience was insane. I don't know how much, I don't know. I don't mean to be disrespectful, okay? Don't disrespect the dead. All good stuff, but it was intense. I know as soon as we walked into the lab, a girl fainted within the first 10 minutes. Literally fainted and slammed her head on one of the cadaver tables. She's fine, so it's okay. But I get it. It was a bright white room, and it smelled like formaldehyde and stuff. It was pretty intense, and there were just parts, not a full body, just I don't know. Anyway, sorry, trigger warning, I guess. My bad. Sorry. But my point is, upon studying muscles and real specimens in real life, I found out that human tendons, like, are metallic, you guys. Like, they're shiny. There's a silvery quality to us, which I just found it very beautiful, to be honest with you. I'm not even being funny. Like, it's genuinely breathtaking what complex structures we are. Yeah, and that's something I want to explore in my work. Even just the way it makes me feel. It's a strange feeling, no? Like the brain, learning about the brain, and flesh, like thinking about that stuff. I don't know. It makes me feel interesting, so that's why this whole project is kind of, I won't go as far to say cathartic, but certainly interesting. Yeah, so this piece, I kind of just wanted to go for like a glowing beauty thing, but I think I got carried away. I didn't talk about it a lot, I guess, just in bits and pieces, but it's been a very busy time for me. I'm just juggling a lot, which is kind of taking the L, which is why I'm so excited to go on this trip, you guys. And I will film it, and I don't know if this is a spoiler alert. If it is, I guess you can cut it out, okay, but if we're renewed for another season, though we won't be going under 68 hours anymore. I won't tell you what we will be just yet, but I have an idea. I want to take you with me, because I just think it'd be so good to get out of the house, you know? Let's go. Girls trip. I think it'll be nice. So, yeah, this piece was, in a way, a vent piece. Like, I think at one point I just stopped thinking about... I don't know. I want to say technicalities, but not even. Like, I wasn't thinking. I was just operating, and I was often tired or thinking about other shit. But it was really fun. Here's the thing. This piece was really fun in the beginning. I really like a lot of the patterns I established. It definitely has good bones. But the problem is, and you're noticing, wow, she's really yapping for a while. She's not pressed about time? No, because this is a time lapse, and it's 10 minutes long. Yeah, this took me 15 hours, you guys. I burned 15 hours on this project, and it is horrible. Like, I can't use it. Like, the product of the 15 hours, you'll see it in approximately we have 7 more minutes. So that's how much more reworking I did. I think that's my problem. Like, I just repainted the same part over and over with like a color that's like 1 hex number different. Bruh, like, why? But that is a bad habit of mine. I'm noticing that. Maybe you guys will notice it too if we spend enough time together. Apparently I have a reworking habit. During my critique, remember the one I told you about with the projector? Yeah, so during my final critique, I did okay. My piece was alright, and she was like, it's bored. Like, I was like, okay, she was like, actually, she being my professor, sorry. My professor asked me, like, any regrets about this project, and I was like, absolutely, like, I hate it. Like, I would spend at least like 6 more hours on it. And then she was like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, honestly, I don't think so. And I'm like, why? I'm sorry, like, why? And she's like, I think it's literally bordering on overworked already. It already looks, you know? And then she pointed out a specific area, and I was like, that's the place I would have completely repainted, like, 4 times over. So, but then this piece, I really noticed it. Like, it didn't look good. It didn't look, like, soulful at all, at some point. It just... So I think I might abandon it. Yeah, okay, I'm liking the shapes I'm making in the knuckles and, like, the airbrushing. Like, I like it, in theory. Maybe I'll make it as, like, a mini print, but, like, not as a poster. Wait, now I kind of like it, you guys. Is it just because I stared at it too long? Oh, maybe I do something to fuck it up later. There's still 3 minutes left. But I like it in theory, especially with the veins. So, like, I don't know. There's that feeling I have. Like, I almost want the veins to be, like, glowing. I want the tendons to be, like, have a metallic quality. And I think that's what the painting is going to be. I think I'm going to use a lot of silver paint and, like, call it, like, silver vessels, I think is the name. Or silver tendons. I don't know. I can't remember which one. I guess tendons would be ideal, right? But yeah, I'm into that. I'm into the shine. I'm into the sparkle.